Good afternoon and welcome to InVision Television. I'm Matthew Hughes. Coming up this afternoon, following recent incidents along the Devon coast at Budleigh Salterton, we'll be finding out how swimmers and surfers can stay safe in our oceans. We'll also be meeting a local extra charity using art as a form of therapy to support young people's mental health. And later, we'll hear from different people facing overcrowded and delayed train services across the southwest. First today, following recent incidents along the Devon coastline, emergency services and the RNLI are reminding swimmers and surfers to be aware of the risks when entering the water. Changing sea conditions, strong currents and cold temperatures can all pose serious dangers, even to experienced swimmers. With more people expected to head to the coast over the coming weeks, safety experts say preparation and awareness are key. Charlotte has been finding out what advice is being given and how people can stay safe.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and today we're down in Exmouth to get people's views on water safety and how to stay safe in the water. What would you do to get yourself back to safety?
In this area, I put my hand up and hope the lifeguards saw me. If you're swimming, I think you need to your arms up and start waving around because they will spot you and they'll come out.
I think they say float.
Well, they advise you not to panic, don't they? And not to try and, to lie on your back and go with the tide.
This area is known for its picturesque coastlines and is very popular with swimmers, surfers and families. It's an inviting environment, but the sea can turn unexpectedly treacherous, especially in the winter months when cold water and strong currents pose a real threat. What would you do if you saw someone else in danger?
Run to see the lifeguards there if you're close enough. I'd call 999 and get the Coast Guard.
That's a difficult one because you put yourself in danger by going to go and rescue them. Obviously, ring the Coast Guard or 999. You can do what you can to help, but throw in a buoy or something like that if you can.
And like the RNLI's down here as well, so do you know what they do?
Well, they launch the lifeboat from there, don't they? Do they have a direct number that you can contact them on? I'm not sure.
What services would you say would be helpful?
I would contact the Coast Guard, the police and the ambulance service.
With miles of beaches, Devon attracts thousands of swimmers every year, but new figures from the RNLI show water-related deaths are increasing. One of the biggest risks facing swimmers in the southwest is cold water shock. Even when sea temperatures don't feel extreme, sudden immersion can cause uncontrollable gasping and rapid breathing. Cold water is 20 times more likely to be fatal, and 60% of victims are considered strong swimmers. Despite these dangers, the RNLI continues to protect Devon's coast. Last year alone, lifeboats were launched more than 9,000 times nationwide, rescuing 437 people, while lifeguards helped over 17,000 beachgoers. Charlotte Carter, InVision Television.
Next, we look to a charity here in Exeter that's using creativity to help young people navigate challenges around mental health and well-being. The Youth Arts and Health Trust works with children and young adults aged 5 to 25, offering therapy sessions in drama, dance, music and visual art. The aim is to provide a safe space where young people can express themselves, build confidence and connect with others. The charity works across schools, in group settings and through one-to-one support, reaching some of the most vulnerable young people in the area. Lily Payne has been to meet the team and those taking part.
Today we're outside Exeter Library to talk to Laura and Sammy to find out more about the charity.
We've got our main arts therapy service, which is for any child or young person that might be struggling with anxiety, depression, any mental health difficulties, well-being things. Might be going through a period of difficulty because of loss, change, transition. We work with maybe 120 to 150 children and people a year, providing therapy or arts activities that we feel are long enough and thoughtful enough to be helpful at that time. We have a couple of different streams for programmes. So we have our grant funded waiting list. So for families that are struggling, low or middle incomes to be honest, because affording private therapy can be really difficult. Some people that we work with can struggle to get the help they need through statutory services like CAMHS and the NHS. So we have that waiting list as well, but we also provide our arts therapy programmes by schools, colleges, also through local authorities, adoption services, those kind of places as well. So you can talk to us about what you need
And then we're also involved in schools to offer sessions for those that might be struggling with school at the moment. I'm a movement therapist, and I always say to people that it's not about that kind of aesthetically pleasing way of dancing where you have to have the technique right or you have to have the choreography. It's about expressing movement in a way that feels right for you.
I think actually there's so much to be said for having counselling available for everyone that needs it, as well as other talking therapies like cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT. But we like to think that we just add to that menu, basically.
Lily Payne, Envision Television, Exeter.
Train services across the southwest continue to face disruption, with overcrowding, delays and cancellations becoming a regular issue for commuters and students. Between the 9th of November and the 6th of December, just 56% of Great Western Railway services ran across Devon on time. The Tark line between Barnstaple and Exeter has come under increased pressure following lengthy closures after recent storms and continued disruption to services. In recent months, social media has been flooded with complaints from passengers, particularly students, highlighting the growing frustration around daily travel. We sent Liam Needs to Exeter train stations.
Hello, I'm Liam Needs, and I'm outside Exeter Central getting the public's opinions on the recent issues with trains.
One word about train: stressful.
Delayed. Overcrowded.
Well, the trains, they can be great, they can be reliable, they're better than the buses, but when they've cancelled them for the whole week and they're not putting out rail replacement buses, that's when it's a bit unfair, because I'm now spending 3.5 hours to get home. I understand for safety reasons, for the flooding, but you've also got to accommodate the massive amount of students that are going from a big town like Barnstaple to Exeter.
I'm quite a fan of how convenient the trains are. They come every hour and that's really nice, but one thing I'm not a fan of is how the trains are always overcrowded when they get here.
Usually the trains in the morning quite delayed, or if not, usually really crowded, less carriages. You know, sometimes it's only 2 carriages, no seats.
Trains often get delayed, cancelled, and the walls break on them. I also think with trains, they're really easy to get around.
Well, all my trains are delayed recently, and I can't get a seat on my line, but they're quicker than the bus, so that makes it good, I guess.
Liam Needs, Envision Television, Exeter.
Now, let's turn to sport. Here's Charlie Woodbridge with your latest sports updates.
Thanks, Matt. Good afternoon. As we head into February, the pressure is starting to build across sports in Devon. In football, Exeter City's strong run of form came to an end after a heavy 4-0 defeat at home to Rotherham. Plymouth Argyle also saw their 7th game unbeaten Stockport after their conceding on both. Both sides now sit side by side in League One, with Exeter City narrowly ahead in 13th on goal difference. In rugby, the Exeter Chiefs bounced back after their narrow defeat to Bristol Bears, with a dominant win over Sale. The Chiefs scored 9 tries to a 59-14 victory and now sit 5th in the Gallagher Premiership, just 8 points off the top. Next fixture, hoping they overturn the earlier loss, but it's not just professional sport making an impact across the southwest. Grassroots sports continues to play a vital role in communities. The Super Ones cricket programme, aimed at teenagers and young adults with disabilities, is currently thriving in the region. Matthew Hughes went along to one of the local hubs to find out more.
We're here in Taunton for the weekly Wednesday evening Super Ones cricket session, where I spoke to some of the coaches and parents to find out about what their involvement within the Super Ones means to them.
So how has you coaching and participating within the Super Ones changed your outlook of the disability game?
Oh, it's been unreal to see like the difference it can make to the kids and also the parents, giving them a space just to come down and watch our kids enjoy themselves for an hour of cricket is awesome. It's changed it completely. To sort of be able to see other people enjoy cricket the way I enjoyed it when I was growing up, it's just great to be able to sort of give back to the game that I played when I was growing up. Yeah, it's awesome. Just to see the kids enjoying it and everyone with a smile on their face, that's the main thing. And I think we do that pretty well. Yeah, it's good fun.
I remember the phone call from Steve to say, oh, can you come and deliver a session? And then at the end of the phone call was, by the way, it's for people with disabilities. So for the next 2 weeks I panicked. delivered the first one, and then it's just become literally the highlight of the week. Any cricket involved that we delivered Super Ones or now within my job role, it's just amazing to see the progress that they can make, and then the smiles on their faces when they manage to achieve something.
Nancy's been a regular here for the past season, and her dad thinks everyone in the family has been benefiting.
We're really thrilled to get to hear about Super Ones. It's a regular thing that our daughter can come along and do each week. She's meeting people and doing physical activity, gets her out of the house for an hour every week. She really looks forward to it. She gets her kit ready at the beginning of the day and looks forward to it, and talks to us about some of the friends she's made. We're able to stand and to chat to other parents, and we get to share experiences of parenting children with disabilities, with SEN. That's a nice support network.
Matthew Hughes, InVision Television, Taunton.
Now to Finn with the weather.
Thank you, Charlie, and it's going to be a stormy one over the coming days, with yellow weather warnings ordered by the Met Office across the southwest. Exeter is expecting heavy rain and temperatures of around 11 degrees Celsius, with caution advised for the area. Moving further south, Plymouth is also under a weather warning, with rain expected to continue through to Saturday. In Cornwall, Truro is expected to be slightly milder, with lighter rain and temperatures around 12 degrees, although the Met advised caution for today. Finally, in Somerset, Taunton is expecting heavy rainfall, with some more flooding potentially causing disruptions over the coming days.
Thank you, Finlay. And that's all from us today. Thanks for watching InVision Television, and have a good rest of your day.